New male, just dropped. The ANSUZ male, absolute rarest of all the male archetypes. Alpha, Beta, Sigma, and Omega males are all trapped in the same outdated definition of masculinity. But not the ANSUZ male, the newly discovered male type. An ANSUZ male knows that masculinity itself is a trap built on fear, and on putting others down. He understands the unspoken truth of all male social pacts, that men cannot truly be considered men by other men unless they either fight and posture to prove who is the real man, or team up to make someone else feel less than. If you suspect that the whole idea of male archetypes is a scam, and desire to be free of the restrictive rules of a rigged game that no one can win, you might be an ANSUZ male. This video lists the 5 defining traits of an ANSUZ male. Keep watching until we reach number 1, to see why Alpha, Beta, Sigma, and Omega males all fear the ANSUZ male. But first, be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel, as it helps our channel grow so we can produce more ANSUZ male content. Number 5, a strong ally. The ANSUZ male is a strong ally to those who are more oppressed than he is. He knows that life is not easy for him under the traditional social hierarchy. But at the same time, he keeps his own struggles in perspective, and knows that many groups have it worse than him. The ANSUZ male stands alongside more oppressed groups, and will even fight at their side if they need him to. He does this because he understands that his struggles do not exist in isolation. The ANSUZ male knows that overcoming the unfair social hierarchy is not a competition. Only together, working with other groups who have it worse than him, can we all create a better world. Unlike the alpha male, he does not need the validation of those under him. Indeed, the whole idea that there should be anyone under him offends the ANSUZ male. He believes strongly in allyship, not leadership. The ANSUZ male does not like the rigid system of social hierarchy. But unlike Sigma and Omega males, he has not fooled himself into thinking he can exist outside of it. ANSUZ male knows that these rigid gender roles trap us all, and there are no lone wolves. The pack survives together, or not at all. Number 4, respects boundaries. The ANSUZ male doesn't just set and enforce his own clear boundaries. He also respects the boundaries of others. Especially when it comes to sex and relationships. ANSUZ male has cultivated empathy. He knows that other people have as much right to their boundaries as he has to his. When it comes to sex, he holds himself to a high standard. He prefers to obtain enthusiastic consent, through genuine connection and honesty. He does not play mind games with, or try to manipulate, people he wants to have sex with. He never assumes that consent to do one thing is consent to do another. Nor that consent in one moment extends forever. He knows that sex and relationships are an ongoing conversation, where both people's feelings and boundaries should be honored. The ANSUZ male does not think that sex is his right, no matter how much he wants it. He knows that other people matter as much as he does. And he knows how awful he would feel if someone else ignored or violated his boundaries. Therefore, he will not do that to others. And he will not support or defend men who do violate others' boundaries, just because he is a man too. Number 3, values community. The ANSUZ male values community. This doesn't just mean he's a good citizen, or a good employee, or a good family member. Though it does mean those things too. ANSUZ male knows that the outsider's path, the path of the so-called lone wolf, is too often a path to loneliness and violence. He does not romanticize the loner, even if he is an introvert himself. The ANSUZ male knows that humans are a social species, and that we all need each other. Sometimes, the desire to be left alone is not healthy. And the ANSUZ male knows that in such times, he will need the love and support of others. Therefore, he seeks to build or find a supportive community who will help him during his dark times. And he will, in turn, help them during their dark times too. The ANSUZ male will share his feelings with others, as they share theirs with him. He is always willing to talk about his problems. ANSUZ male does not shy away from the hard conversations by pretending to be a lone wolf, like Sigma males do. He knows that is not actually possible. Number 2, loves justice more than gender. The ANSUZ male's primary loyalty is to justice, not to manhood. He loves justice more than he loves gender. If he is faced with a decision between doing the right thing, or staying loyal to the social hierarchy that wants him to be a real man, he will choose doing the right thing. ANSUZ male does not care if other men think he is a simp for supporting women, or that he is a soy boy for standing alongside queer, trans, and non-binary people, or if they call him names for being an ally to racial minorities. The ANSUZ male values his selfhood over his manhood, his conscience over his gender. He believes his strength does not need victims. So, when other men inevitably make fun of him, or try to put him down, for supporting unpopular causes, or so-called weird people, the ANSUZ male just laughs at their prejudice, and stays true to his own ideals. He cares more about doing the right thing than he does about playing the right role. And that brings us to the number 1 sign of an ANSUZ male. The one thing that makes other male types like alphas, betas, sigmas, and omegas afraid of him. But first, remember to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this video. It helps our channel grow, and makes it possible for us to keep producing ANSUZ male content. Number 1, exposes the bro code. ANSUZ males are willing to talk openly about the secret code of masculinity that other male types keep hidden. Sometimes, even from themselves. He knows that masculinity is not just a social construction. It is also an ethical system, built on one unspoken rule, that the system must be enforced with violence, or the threat of violence. The ANSUZ male has witnessed firsthand that the social hierarchy of masculinity functions on fear and violence. If 2 or more men find themselves slipping up in their performance of masculinity, they are expected to do one of 2 things. Either they will compete with each other to prove they are a so-called real man, or they will team up together to insult, harass, assault, or otherwise harm a third party that they have agreed is less than them. All of the other male types you have heard of, alpha, beta, gamma, lambda, sigma, and omega, keep this secret code among themselves. They never admit it to women or non-binary people. Sometimes, they do not even admit it to themselves. But the ANSUZ male not only admits it, he exposes it for everyone to see. Especially those who other men hurt by keeping it a secret, but enforcing it anyway. He talks openly and honestly about this hidden bro code, because it is more important to an ANSUZ male that everyone be safe than it is that other men see him as a brother. ANSUZ males do not sacrifice the rights or safety of others just to be accepted by the other male types. Instead, the ANSUZ male exposes, and opposes, this secret male code, because he has seen the terrible pain it inflicts on the world, and on other people. ANSUZ male stands for justice. The other male types hate him, and fear him, because he exposes the lie that they are any different from each other. They are not. They are all loyal to the same lie. The lie that manhood is real. It is not. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends, so we can keep making more like it. Be sure to comment on your own experiences below, and let us know whether you too are an ANSUZ male. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.